What's up, traders? 2 plays, 1 win, 1 loss, up 5%. Let's see what happens. Okay, traders, so it was a good day today. I mean, the market ain't moving like I like. However, the plays are still there. So today I took 2 plays. We're going to talk about those 2 plays, why I took them. Ended up basically being up about 5% on the day, and yeah, any walk in the right direction is a good day. You know, that's just kind of how you got to play it, how you got to take it. So let's go ahead and see what we're looking at. But as usual, we always want to start with the market. Okay, traders, this is the Dow. And it's having the market's still open, by the way. I'm making this film at noon West Coast, 3 East Coast. You know what? I better remember to keep this in here. It was one trade that I'm still lurking for. But okay, anyway, here's the Dow. It's having it's just sideways. We're seeing sideways action. We basically see some consolidation from as high as, did it do it? Yes, it did. I think it's because it was right, literally. Here we go. As high as 20, what is that? 24,239, and it's not dropping below this. So it's just a sideways move. We are sideways at the moment, and so we just gotta wait. You know, gotta wait and see. Is it gonna pop and go, or is it gonna pull back? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. If they did, then everybody on the planet would be extremely wealthy. Okay, so that's our first deal. That's the Dow. The SPY is usually going to look just like it. Okay, this usually doesn't look too much different. And so this is actually a little more telling than the Dow. This has a lot more topping tail here, which means, of course, that the bears won the day, and that there might be some type of a pullback. Now we got to see if it's going to pull back, basically beyond this point here. So the first point that it has to beat for it to really go in negative fashion is 271, and then the second place that it would sit, second place that it would fall to is this 263 here, right at the 20 MA. So we just gotta wait and see. No one has a crystal ball on the market. You just gotta read the chart and just leave it at that. So let's look at some of the stocks that I was interested in this morning, and we're going to start with NBY. So let's go ahead and have a look at that. I'll share my screen. What do we see there at NBY? Okay. Oh, 1 second. I just got somebody at the door. I got to go handle this. My apologies. I got people painting the house. They had a couple questions for me, so I had to run out, double check everything prior to. But with that said, all right, so here's NBY. Here's what we saw. Pre-market had a pivot buy here. Let me not call this pivot. Here's our launch. Number one, our launch is here. You could argue that the pivot was here, if that's how you see it, or was here in this range. I put my candle here, my line I should say here, and that was the candle that I was looking to buy if I was going to buy the stock, and it just never triggered, as we can well see. SFET is the next one I was looking at pre-market, and I like this one right here. Hey, come on, right here. This is where I originally had it. But yes, that was where I wanted this one, and I actually was late. I was doing something. I was letting the movers in, something like that. I can't remember what, not movers, but the painters in, and it was just hectic. And so whenever I'm like moving around and shaking, I won't put an order in because I want to be able to see. And so for that reason, I just didn't get to take this one. But it was there. This was right here, clear as day, picture perfect. came right into it, gave you an indecisive candle, and then boom, it went, okay, and then it just started pulling back. I caught this a second time, okay, because here's my number one buy area right here at 159. Caught it at 159. It bounced to at this point in the day was a 5% trade. I got in at 159 and out at I think it was 167. I think my limit order was 167. Okay, so that's good right there. That's a good 5% play that worked out and well into our favor. So that was that one. Those were the only two I had on my chart pre-market. These other ones are just stocks that was buzzing today, and so I was looking at them. So CYCC, this was a perfect. I call this the 20 MA bounce off of the 15 MA. Perfect 20 MA bounce. It was up high, fell right to the MA, consolidated a tad, and then boom, and it bounced right back up here. That was a perfect play. I did not get this one. Perfect play though. Perfect play. Couldn't ask for anything more. This one tried to do that. I traded this one and on the flip side of it, and I got in right here at 169, and it pulled deep back. This was only down for a minute, if that. This was only down for a minute, if that. It came down to 156 and immediately started fighting back up. I just got out. Literally, I was like, okay, anytime I get in here and it pulls deeper back, I immediately set my stop for 1 penny underneath what I got in, because what I wanted is for this to stop here and bounce. Anytime it stops, it goes deeper, deeper of a pullback on me, I'll just set my exit for basically what I got in for, because I know it'll bounce back. I know it, and something that's been moving like this all day, it ain't just going to take a nosedive unless they did one. There's the only time that I've ever seen things just take a complete dive, I should say, is when they do offerings. Like, so they'll let the stock start running. I think this is illegal. I think this should be illegal. And then once the stock is bouncing and bubbling and moving, they'll have good news in the morning. They'll do a secondary offering at market price. And then, like, so let's say you're a holder of this stock and you find out they're doing offering at market price. Man, you sell right now. Then it'll just plunge. I've seen that on several occasions. That's the only time really a stock that's been moving, when it comes back, will just blow through the MA. So this one it didn't blow through it because, of course, look where the candle closed here, and then it tried to bounce. It just was showing it was weak at that point. It was done. All of this excitement was over, and they didn't believe enough to bring this back to the MA and bounce and take another run at the high of day. It just didn't work out that way. So, that was kind of the breakdown of it, and so it's all good, man. No worries. Actually ended up being a decent little day when you consider I lost a penny on this stock and I made 5% on SFET. Yeah, winning. I'll take it. I don't know about you, but I'll take that. So yeah, I'm hoping that the market picks up a little bit. The last 3 trading days have not been the best. They've been average at best. I'm used to it. I'm used to it popping a little bit more than it is. So we'll have to just let it play out. Wait and see. Okay. All right. I'll be at y'all tomorrow with another recap.